So again, reach out to me at ronnie.williams@greenbush.org to provide that feedback, or you can jump on over to our Facebook group, and I will leave a link to that in the description below. All right. That's my only all right that I'm going to allow this week. I did pretty good, I think, on that front. This is the part where I'm going to cue in that music, and it's going to come in just ever so quietly. A little bit of a shorter show this week, but again, I would love to have anybody to reach out and to have the time to sit down and do a little interview with me. I know that the beginning of the year is hectic and chaotic, so I've still got a couple of folks lined up to do interviews with. We just need to find a good time to sit down and do that. I want to thank you for tuning in and listening to the EdTech Academy podcast this week. I hope that everyone has a fantastic week. If it's your first week with kids coming back to school, I wish you the very best on the start of the new school year. And of course, as always, happy EdTeching. 3 episodes of the EdTech Academy podcast. 3 weeks in a row. It is Sunday, but I got it out there. I've been releasing it on Fridays, but Friday I was doing that professional development all day, so I just didn't have a chance to do it. I love my Sundays. It's a really good time for me to get my house in order, so I always do my vacuuming. Let me just run down the list of things that I've gotten done today. I've vacuumed. Me and Beckett picked up everything, wiped down all the surfaces in the kitchen. I typically get 3 videos edited and ready for upload to the YouTube channel. I recorded the podcast today. I'm going to be doing some mowing, and it's only 3:20 right now. Productivity is definitely something that makes me feel really good. Just having downtime and down days is not something that makes my heart sing with glee. I know that usually my typical thing, at least maybe like the last year or so, after I eat dinner, I'm pretty worthless in the evening. Other than maybe playing some video games with my buddies, I pretty much just want to lay on the couch. And here lately, it's been watching TikTok. But I'm gonna try and get away from that a little bit. I enjoy TikTok. I don't think that it's rotting my brain or anything. You pick up some good stuff on there every now and then. But I'd like to maybe read some more comics during that time, work on the Bricklink store more during that time. I've identified it as maybe not the best use of my time, but it's just tough. I don't know what it is that happens mentally or physically within my body, but after I eat dinner, I pretty much just shut down. So I'm definitely a morning person. I wake up, I'm excited for the day. No matter what is going on, I want to get some stuff accomplished, and I can always do that early in the day, but I think it's good to know, like when your peak hours are for being productive. And for me, anytime pretty much before I eat dinner is pretty good, but especially those hours in the morning between waking up and lunchtime. So I'm going to get this podcast uploaded out into the ethos. I do love that about podcasts, that it takes no time at all to process or upload versus the YouTube videos. Some of those YouTube videos I'm uploading in 4K now, so a lot of them will take an hour to 2 hours to just process and upload and do all of that stuff. But the podcast is pretty much just like, bam, it's done, it's uploaded, ready to go. But it's audio, so it's only maybe 30 megabytes versus 10 gigabytes. Hashtag content creator problems. Something else I changed up this week was that I went into Canva and I decided to do some dedicated wallpapers for my YouTube videos. That way they are differentiated a little bit. So if you're only interested in watching the solo vlogs, there's going to be a specific wallpaper for that, so you can look out for that. If you're interested in the week in Lego, you can look at that. You know what? Why don't I just show you what they look like? Oh, and by the way, this program is Adobe Audition, and it is really, really good for creating a podcast. It's got a little bit of a learning curve, but this is my 3rd episode, and I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on it. It's pretty easy to have multiple channels of audio, so where the yellow is, those are my transitions. You can listen. I want you to hear my transitions if you didn't hear that before. In the description below. Always with the Nintendo sounds, but it's pretty easy to cut and splice your audio together and to have, your music fading in and out. So this is the beginning of the show. Same music. It's louder, and then as time goes on, the volume level gets lower and lower and lower as I come in and start talking. ladies and gentlemen. I think that's pretty fancy. All right, so that's what the thumbnails are going to look like for the father and son edition. So I still wanted to have the number because I think at some point maybe somebody will want to watch these sequentially and they might get confused as to which one they should watch next. They being me as well. So it'll say father and son edition. It's got the red kind of color scheme. I'll still grab a screen from the video to use as the thumbnail in there. There's the solo edition, so same kind of concept, different color scheme. And then there's my week in Lego. So again, same concept, different color scheme. And then Way Back Wednesday, it's got a little bit different flair to it, but again, same kind of concept. But I think that'll be a good way to differentiate between the different types of content I have, so that if you're only interested in my week in Lego, you can very easily see when those videos pop up and watch them if you want to. Any feedback y'all have on that would be much appreciated. On the road again. I'm so glad to be on the road again. Not really. I don't mind driving in the car, but happy Monday, everybody. Got some podcasts going. I'm on my way to Sedan, Kansas. Only an hour and 20-minute drive, 80 miles. I'm going to be doing some professional development today. Shocking. This is the last day that I'm booked with a school district for back-to-school stuff, other than a couple more of those little 15-minute sessions. So, yeah, I'm excited to head out here. I'm doing a little iPad training, a little Google Workspace training. I don't do iPad stuff very often, so that'll be interesting to see how it goes. So far, I've done a good job of remembering to film my food this week, so I'll have a standalone video that's just everything that I eat in a week on the ketogenic diet. Today might be a little interesting. I didn't pack a lunch, so I'm just kind of at the mercy of whatever the school district provides. We'll just kind of see what happens there. And they might not even provide lunch now that I'm thinking about it. I might have to go out and buy something, which that'll be easy to do, and just go to a gas station and pick up some lunch meat or whatever. So should be rolling through Cherry Vegas here in a little bit, where my buddy Ryan, my video game buddy, lives, and I think he's starting work today too. Everybody's going back to school. So with that, I will depart the vlogging, pay attention to the road, listen to the CADcast currently. I've got a little missing pieces to listen to after that, and that's it. Can't wait for today to be over with, because I'll have more free time to do what I want with work instead of being shackled to my car. Ooh, it's dark. Have a good day, everybody.
0.1 miles. Turn right.
Yeah, that's Master Chief.
Get the best use of your CBD. Joining the Fields Month.
Turn right.
So I did a ton of professional development with the Independence School District the past 2 years, and ironically enough, I'm driving through Independence today. There's the restaurant, Big Cheese Pizza, that the lady that hires me, books me for my days in Independence, her and her husband own that place. I like pizza. I've never eaten there though. It's kind of a neat downtown area, but if you've seen the Netflix show Hard Knocks, a couple seasons ago they had the Independence Community College Pirates featured as the team, I think for 2 seasons. And the coach got into all kinds of hot water for saying some very bad things. And he's no longer here. I assume they still play football. I really wish I would have came down and saw a game while they were filming the season. That would have been a really neat experience, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But this is the great town of Independence, Kansas. I've got about 35 minutes left on my drive. If you've never been to a Brahms, we've got one of the biggest Brahms around, like right there. They do ice cream, they do really good burgers, French fries are on point. I would highly recommend some Brahms if you're ever out and about. I don't know regionally like where they start, where they end, but it's pretty darn tasty. Not exactly on the keto diet. I can have, we stopped there with Beckett a couple months back and got him a chocolate milkshake, and I just had a burger with no bun and bacon and cheese, and that was delightful. They do crinkle cut French fries, and those are delicious, but didn't have any of those. Onward and upward towards Sedan, Kansas. I have arrived at Sedan, Kansas. Check out my mileage. 47.2. Not too shabby. Let's go in here and teach these folks about some ed tech. Yeah. There's my spot today. A little classroom this morning, and then I'll be in the gymnasium this afternoon. Pretty good view outside. Very nice. Just got done with the training. I'm excited. My voice is gone once again. Had a nice little audience, probably 50 people. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm done talking. Hello, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Ronnie. That's me, Ronnie. That Starbucks goodness. How do you guys like my little Baby Yoda Tervis? Gotta love that. If you've never had a Tervis in your life, they are the best cups in the world. They're plastic, double-walled, BPA-free, dishwasher-safe. They don't keep your beverages warm for long amounts of time, but they also don't sweat, and they're not heavy, and they don't break. I think they're guaranteed for life, actually. So this is the part where I tell you that I haven't been vlogging a whole lot the last couple of days, other than the little food vlog thing that I've been doing. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to have a solo vlog on Friday, or if I'm just going to wait and make a vlog that comes out on Sunday, I guess it would be. Because I'm filming everything that I eat for 7 days, kind of what I eat in a week on the ketogenic. I can't even call it a diet. I don't feel like it's a diet. After you guys see the stuff that I eat, you'll be like, no, that's not a diet, Ronnie. I'm on to you. But the last 2 days, I have not had any professional development to do. I've just been really busy with all kinds of stuff with work. My calendar was wide open, but quickly filled up. We're trying to interview teachers because we had so many students that enrolled in this virtual academy that we have that are wanting to do online instead of going into school because of the Delta variant and whatnot. So we're trying to scramble and hire some teachers. So we've been doing interviews, and I did some onboarding with teachers that we've already hired, and I've been trying to do more training and learning about HubSpot. It's been a couple of days, but my local school district, Erie, they started school today, and once again, I'm reminded how thankful I am for the opportunity to be able to work from home and to just not be around all of that stress that comes with working at a school. If you guys have never worked in a school before, maybe you don't have anybody that's close to you that's a teacher or a principal or a custodian or a librarian or whatever the case may be, that is a heck of a stressful job. And those people are saints. I managed to be a high school English teacher for 4 years. Loved that job. I would go back and be a teacher again if the technology training thing ever fell through. Didn't enjoy being a principal. I think I've talked about this a number of times on the channel. It was just too stressful, and I have the kind of personality where peace is really important in my life, and there is no peace. There is no peace as a principal of a school at any level. So now I'm just real lucky to be able to work from home, to do stuff with technology that I love, to be able to kind of dream up projects and just kind of do them without having, somebody breathing down your neck and telling you what to do all the time. It's really liberating. It's really fun, and I hope that that the company's proud of the work that I'm doing, that I'm putting out of there. So, rambling, that's kind of what I do, but I just thought I'd kind of sit down and talk about what I've been doing the last 2 days, because I haven't been doing that much. There's really not been that much going on. I helped move a really heavy piano last night. My neighbors across the street are getting ready to pack up and go to Florida. That was not fun. Very heavy piano. I bought 4 space heaters off of them, because last winter it was like I kept having to move space heaters, because there's one in Beckett's room, there's one in my room, there's one in my bathroom, because I hate getting out of the shower and it's cold in the wintertime. That's awful. So I need one in my bathroom, one in my office, one where I play video games downstairs, and then I was really wanting another one in the living room, but that's kind of like a more open room. So my neighbors listed a big like radiator size space heater, $20. Then they had two smaller ones, $10 a piece. So I got both of those, and they had another big radiator one that may or may not catch on fire when I plug it in, but they're like, you can just have that one and try it out. So I've got four new heaters in my garage that I get to try out this winter. My boy is starting his second year of preschool tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. I get to pick him up after school, so I'll get to hear all about it. It's not as nerve-wracking as it was last year because he knows his teacher. I think there's only maybe 8 kids in his afternoon preschool class, so it's really small. He's just a good kid, and I think he's probably ready to go back to school. If you ask him, he'll say, I'm not really ready to go back to school. But I think once he goes back and he meets his new friends, and I think some of the kids that were in his class last year are in there again as 4-year-olds this year. So he'll definitely be the oldest, I'm pretty sure. And probably one of the biggest because he's a big old boy. But I think it's going to be a good year in school. So this afternoon, my plan is to play video games. I've downloaded the update to, what's that game called? It's the pirate game on Xbox. Is it A Pirate's Life? That doesn't seem right, but they did the Jack Sparrow update for it. Sea of Thieves, that's what it is, Sea of Thieves. They did the Jack Sparrow update where you get to basically be Jack Sparrow, and it's got the music, I think. So that looks like fun. I've never played Sea of Thieves, but whenever they announced that, I was like, I'm in for that. That looks cool. And then later tonight, more video game news. Ryan and I were playing Fortnite last night, and we played PUBG, and I don't know what the HE double hockey sticks is going on with PUBG. I've gotten 1 kill in the last 9 rounds. 1. I used to get 10 to 15 kills every round. I'm thinking that they got rid of the bots, and so now the only kind of players that are in the game are like real people. And apparently all of the real people in that game are better than me. 1 kill, 9 games. That's not an exaggeration, that's facts. And it's sad. And it's frustrating. So we switched from doing PUBG last night to Fortnite. Fortnite was fun, but I'm like level 115 now in the current battle pass, so it's getting kind of stale. The new season is coming, so I'm sure we'll get back into it at that point. I've got my Rick Sanchez skin, so objective achieved with this season of Fortnite. But we were just kind of talking, and I was like, you know what's fun? Shooting zombies in Call of Duty. And he's like, dude, I like doing that. And we'd never talked about that. I never realized we had that in common. And Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was the PlayStation Plus game of the month last month or the month before. So we got that downloaded, and we were going to try that out tonight. And I'm pretty excited because I do like me some shooting at some zombies. Yeehaw. Thus concludes Coffee Talk with Ronnie and Grogu. Cheers, mates. Hope y'all have a good day. What sound does Grogu make? Ah, ah. Then you just whine like that? Ah. Alright, I'm shutting the camera off. Somehow we have made it to the end of another solo vlog already. I'm going to get ready and go pick up Mr. Beckett shortly from his first day of preschool. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing well out there, and we will see you in the father and son vlog very shortly. Bye!